and welcome back to today's lesson. And before we move on to the next module, I just wanted to give you a couple of tips about TimeTrade and how to use that as you're going out and networking with prospects and you're setting up appointments to meet. You can waste a lot of time going back and forth with somebody about, oh, okay, well, can you do Tuesday? Well, no, Tuesday doesn't work. How about Wednesday at 9, between 9 and 12? Well, 9 and 12 doesn't work. How about 3:30 on Thursday? By the time you guys set a meeting, you might as well have already called each other and be done with the meeting, right? So the best thing to do is to sign up with a service like TimeTrade, and TimeTrade is just the one that I use. But basically, what you want to do is create an account with them, and that way it's going to connect to your calendar, and then you can just send people a link and say, hey, just pick a time on my calendar that works for you and we'll meet then. And then you can set it up between, a 15-minute phone call or a 30-minute phone call, and I'll just show you how my account looks real quick. It's super easy. So here we are, and basically it's just $50 a year, completely worth the $50 because of all the time that you save. And if I want to have a 15-minute phone call or a 30-minute phone call, I would just click on that, and it's going to create a link, and then I would just send that link to a prospect, and then they would just go ahead and be able to book themselves on my calendar with a time that works for them. So see? Perfect. Now, another thing that I wanted to make you aware of is also exporting your contacts on LinkedIn. So what you can do is you can go to Connections, and then you can hit on this little settings menu or tool looking thing right there, and you can just go to here to export your LinkedIn connections. So if you want to back them up, you used to be able to download it on an Excel file. They just recently changed that, so now it has to go into your actual email, and this is how the file would look. So it's a little bit different, but you would just pick whichever one works for you based on the app that you have, and then you would be able to export your LinkedIn connections. And the reason you might want to export them is because you could take their email addresses and retarget them in your retargeting campaigns, for example. So thanks so much for watching. Now let's move on to the next module where we're going to be talking all about leveraging groups and sales strategies on LinkedIn.
Congratulations on completing Module 2. By now, you should have connected with your friends and colleagues if your connection count was low, and expanded your network by connecting with LinkedIn open networkers who have large networks. In addition, you started connecting with your ideal prospects and putting them into a multi-touch campaign to provide value and get them to know, like, and trust you in order to get them to want to do business with you or be top of mind when they are ready to hire someone like you. Now you know how to use LinkedIn's advanced search feature, what to say when connecting, and how to track all of your networking efforts so no leads fall through the cracks. Now, let's move on to Module 3, where you will learn how to leverage LinkedIn groups to attract your ideal prospects to you. And by the way, the strategies in Module 3 were how I attracted my first ever LinkedIn client. So I'll see you in the next module.